Hi, welcome back to my bathroom here on the coast in Kenya, and I thought I'd show you a very quick bronzing makeup tutorial. Some of the things that I've got here to kind of give me a healthy looking glow. This I really like. It's called Sensai Bronzing Gel. It's got an SPF 6, so it's got a little bit of sun protection in it. So I've just cleaned my face and just put on a little bit of serum, and you can see from this it's sort of a light bronzy textured kind of gel lotion. Just to dab it on and then smooth it all in, all over. So it's just sort of giving you just a little bit of a sun-kissed look, and you can get it in different shades. I'll pop all the links in the URL. Obviously blend it down over the chin so you don't get a tide mark, and it just sort of gives you a bit of a glow. Work it up into the hairline and it just makes you look a bit kind of sun-kissed. So then I'm just going to use a bronzing stick, and this is a really nice sort of natural glowy bronzy one. A couple of little tiger stripes here. Oops, that's the wind. And then you can just pop a little bit up on your forehead as well, just to kind of get the glow. And then to set the whole thing, I'm going to use a powder. I'm just using a Clinique powder, and I would normally use like a translucent powder of theirs. This is actually transparency number 4, so it's their darker shade, but it's very fine and very light, so it works really well. So I'm just gonna tap off the excess and just use that to matte over the top. Adding powder also gives you a little bit of sun protection, which is quite nice. So just build that up. So as I say, this is a kind of a darker shade than I would normally go for, but it's just reinforcing the glow and keeping it nice and matte as well. And then if you pop a little bit over your eyelids, that gives a nice base for adding some shadow. So it tends not to crease if you've got matte eyelids. It's a good base. And again, take it well down over the jawline as well. Then to finish off the face, you can use a palette. This is a Beauty Pie palette, and it's got different colours in it. So I haven't got a separate blusher brush here, so I'm just going to squish the edges of my powder brush just to give a little bit more definition. And I'm going to use the pinky shade just on the apples here of my cheeks, because our face is never one colour, so if we add different tones to it, it looks a bit more natural. And then there is also a bronzer in here, so again, pinch the brush together, and then you can use just a little bit for just a little bit of shaping here. And then you can add just a little bit more up in the temples if you want. And maybe the tip of the nose, just anywhere where the sun wouldn't actually hit you really. Then I'm going to use a sort of warm, neutrally palette. Oh, wait a minute, sweet, I'm just filming something. So I'm just going to pop that over my... It's okay, sweetheart. A little highlighter just over most of my lid. It's going to keep it quite natural looking. I don't want to look too made up. And then a darker brown just sort of on the edge here. And again, just to blend that in really well. Just over the lower lid. And more towards the edge, more towards the outer edge really. And then just give your brush a little clean, like that, little wiggle. and then you can use it just to blend the whole thing. And if you want to, you can just add a little bit of darker shadow just through your brows, just to emphasize them a little bit, just like that. I really like the Beauty Pie palettes. I think they're really good value, and they've got a good range of colours. I tend to use all the colours, which is really good at different times. It's not one that gets wasted. And if you want to, you can use a little bit of darker brown, just maybe underneath here. Just keep it quite simple. And then I've got one of my favourite mascaras. It's a Clinique mascara. I've used this for so long. It's a high impact curling mascara. It's got a bendy shape. And we've actually got a great feature on mascaras in this Earle Wellbeing magazine that talks about all the different types. This is a tubular mascara, which means that it goes on really easily, little tiny tubes. It stays put, doesn't smudge, doesn't run. Trust me, it's really good. And yet you can wash it off really easily. It just literally rinses away with warm water. It's genius. So put a couple of layers of that on, a little bit under the lashes as well, sorry, the lower lashes. And don't worry about using this under the eyes, because as I say, it doesn't smudge. Oops. Unless of course you get it on your skin. There we go. Hopefully that's taken that off. And then the last is one of my favourite lipsticks, actually, for a sort of nudie, bronzy look. Again, it's a Beauty Pie, and it's a favourite of mine. It is called Cowboy Nude. You can see I really like it. I've used a lot of it. And it's just a sort of beigey nude, and it stays put. So hopefully it doesn't look too overly made up. Just looks a bit sun-kissed. Get the glow, okay? Leave me a comment. Let me know what your favourite looks are for sun-kissed, and also what else you'd like to see me do a tutorial for in my bathroom. See you next time. Bye.